What it is, what it do, man. I want to give a special shout out to each and every one of you. Hold on. I don't think they heard me. Let me say it again for all my family members and for my new friends. I want to thank you for tapping in with me, HG, and allowing me to be your number one source for sneaker, streetwear, and content news all in between. Um, we back with another Tuesday night Soul Source, man. Glad to have you here. Glad to have each and every one of you. Glad to see each and every one of you. This is the Tuesday night Soul Source leading into the Thanksgiving Day weekend and Black Friday weekend. Y'all remember when Black Friday used to be a really huge event? I don't think Black Friday is as big as it used to be because we've kind of caught wind of like the tricks of the trade, the scams, and all of that good stuff, man. And I saw a post a couple of weeks ago that said a better Black Friday would be to put some of the food on sale and bring some of these prices down because we all got TVs. Facts. We have a good show for y'all tonight. Quite a few topics to cover. I don't know how long it's going to take to get into it, but like I always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So let's have a good time, shall we? Now, the first thing I want to talk about is StockX, because did we cover StockX last week? Yeah. Of course, we covered StockX. But one thing I did find interesting that I forgot to mention with the StockX and Nike lawsuit, because the conversation was so good. I mean, we always have good conversations around here. But when it came to Nike trying to prove that StockX had been selling fakes, they pulled in a few sources. And one of those sources was Zeta Kicks. Now, I'll go ahead and pull it up right here. If you are not familiar with Zeta Kicks, he was, I don't know if he still is, but he was one of the biggest sneaker resellers in the game. And he became infamous, allegedly, for constructing one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in sneaker collector, sneakerhead history, where basically he was doing pre-orders, having people pay for shoes that weren't even confirmed to have dropped and weren't even, in the factories yet. He was having people pay certain amounts for pre-orders. He was also setting up situations to where if somebody requested a refund, he was not doing refunds, but he was giving store credit. And the incentive for getting store credit was, let's say you were owed a refund of $200. Instead of him, paying that $200, he would say, okay, I can pay you the $200 because, you got like multiple orders going on here. I could pay you that $200. Or I could give you $210 in store credit. So I can give you an extra $10 for every shoe that you want a refund on, or every shoe that you have put on consignment at the store. And that can go towards either pre-ordering, doing another pre-order, or that can go towards for a good little minute, buying another shoe. Now, a lot of people accounted for the fact that they had hundreds of thousands of dollars in money invested with Zeta Kicks and his store, and shit hit the fan real quick. Now, And when I say we, I mean we, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you all as well weren't fans of pre-orders. And hold on, let me get to comments. Bert Collins said, "What's up, HG? Salutes, man. Salutes to you, Bert Collins, man. Glad to have you here. The family is glad to have you here, man. I hope everything is going good with you on this Tuesday, man. It was a lot going down on Tuesday today, and we're gonna talk about that further on in the program. But we talking about this Zeta Kicks, but yes, a lot of things were going down. Eventually, it got to the point where the pre-orders got so crazy and so unfulfillable. And he was getting these shoes from local mom and pop stores, and as well as buying shoes from StockX in order to fulfill these pre-orders. So, I mean, he was scrambling and scraping and trying to do everything he could to fulfill these pre-orders. And eventually it got to a point to where he couldn't fulfill the pre-orders. He couldn't keep up with the consignments. And he basically had to file for, I believe it was Chapter 13. But he was just basically being ran down by the government to the point where he had to turn his business over to a legal aid and have that legal aid reach out to everybody that was still owed money. And the reason I mentioned Zeta, because they talked about him in, of course, the Nike StockX lawsuit right here. They used him as a source for kind of solidifying the fact that they were trying to prove that StockX was selling fake pairs, and not only selling fake pairs, but knowingly selling fake pairs. And I just thought that was kind of weird at the fact that they would have used somebody like Zeta Kicks, who had allegedly such a fall from grace when it comes to the sneaker community. Now, if you go to his Instagram, he's got his Instagram set to private. I don't know what goes on with his Instagram anymore. I don't know if he's selling shoes on a small scale, trying to keep it low key, or if he's even selling shoes, period. I'm pretty sure the government is keeping a close eye on him with that. But I thought that was interesting that they would use Zeta Kicks, because apparently Zeta had bought quite a few amount of pairs of cool gray 11s from StockX. In those cool gray 11s, a good amount turned out to be fake. And that is crazy, because they literally released 1 million pairs of cool gray 11s. And I felt like cool gray 11s were so accessible that even I was able to touch at least 10 pairs. Now, of course, I filled out raffles for at least 10 pairs to kind of, because I didn't know what the exact stock numbers were going to be. So I kind of covered all of my bases. But I know a lot of you out there as well said that you all were able to touch multiple pairs of cool grays. So for the fact that he went to StockX, and it wasn't like he was filling these pre-orders early. The fact that he went to StockX to kind of fill these pre-orders is really weird to me. And how did he know that they were fake? Now, StockX's counterclaim to that is, where's the proof that Zeta had all of these fake cool grays? And the back end of the story is more than likely he didn't keep track of, or he didn't keep detailed information of how many fake pairs that he got from StockX, basically to protect his business, so that people wouldn't think that he was passing fakes, just as a lot of people were accusing StockX of doing, because even back then, StockX was being accused of passing fakes. And you all know my history with StockX, so I'm not surprised. I'm okay with it. And let's talk about that for a second. Where do we think StockX is headed from here on out? To be honest with you, the new guy in charge of StockX, after the old guy stepped down, and I think there was even somebody else before him that stepped down, the actual creator of StockX stepped down a really long time ago. But after the recent guy stepped down from StockX, where do you think the direction of StockX should go? In my opinion, and I don't want my opinion to kind of stir your opinion, but think about this because that's what this platform is for. That's what I do. Um, I like to get the conversation going, get us thinking outside of the box, and kind of just like snap us out of that matrix of um, what we think should be going on as far as what the corporate world has told us what should be going on in a community that we created. But for me, if I were the new owner of StockX, I would just cut my losses. I mean, I would do like um, a ton of these buy here, pay here car lots do. What was one of those? Ugly Duckling. Ugly Duckling, they filed for bankruptcy because they were ripping people off left and right. I don't know if any of you were familiar with Ugly Duckling or how many of you all had Ugly Duckling in your states or cities or towns, but they were basically a rip-off used car market. Um, and they went out of business for bad practices and ended up changing their name to Pars Cars. Man, they done came back under so many different names. It's not even funny. KB Kick said, "What's good, my guy? What's good, KB? Man, glad to have you here. Family is glad to have you here. How you doing on this Tuesday night, heading into Thanksgiving weekend? Is everybody celebrating Thanksgiving? And if you are celebrating Thanksgiving, what are you looking forward to eating on Thanksgiving? And what are you all thankful for? I know I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for you all because you all are one of the biggest parts of my family. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm able to see another day, the fact that I'm able to move my arm, especially after surgery and things like that. I'm just thankful in general, man, for the little things I'm thankful for. And I can't wait to get a hold of some honey baked ham. I don't really need no turkey, man. I'm kind of tired of turkey. Turkey is usually dry, and I ain't with all of that. Um, the the dressing, I don't want no stovetop stuffing. Nobody wants that crap. Save it. I don't even know why they put it on the shelf. I want some macaroni and cheese, the good kind. I don't want no raisins in nothing. I don't want no green beans with peanuts or none of that crazy mess. What is that? Fruit cake? Get rid of that forever. Who likes fruit cake? I think I know somebody that actually enjoys fruit cake. Um, I want some good alcohol. Hey, drink responsibly, and I want some cranberry sauce. I know a lot of people don't like cranberry sauce, but I'm one of those people that do like cranberry sauce. Um, and I need family members not to get into a fight. That yes, absolutely. That's what I need. That's what I want. That's what I'm thankful for. That's what I'm looking forward to. And then Black Friday, again, like I said, Black Friday, man, honestly, who cares? I really don't care about Black Friday. Um, yeah, Black Friday is a crapshoot, man. KBK said James up to his normal rigged sneakers app ish. Got that golden horseshoe. I called it earlier in the Discord. Man, 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 man. Um, I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm pretty sure it's crazy. I'm pretty sure it's crazy. Official Wild Boy SK say, "Yo, man, what's good, Official Wild Boy SK, man? Glad to have you here, man. The family is glad to have you here, man. Happy Thanksgiving, because of course we won't be here. And blessings to everybody." Adam said, "What's up, HG, everyone? Happy Tuesday, man. What's up, Adam? Salutes to you, man. Glad to see you here. The family's glad to have you here as well." And KB, James hit again. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Dang, congratulations. That is crazy. Every Travis release sure did. I'm not salty though. Glad our people hit. I'm gonna take a sip on that one. Whoa, what's good, gang? Wrestlehead, meow meow, man. Salutes to you, meow man. What's good? What is y'all puffing on tonight? Um, well, I'm puffing on a combination of oxygen and I believe every now and then some carbon because of the bad air quality in the world. Um, a little bit of acid rain because it did rain. You know, you can smell it in the air. Um, and I don't know, man. I don't really know all the extra particulars, but I hope that's what you meant. Let's see. Adam said StockX prices are already dropping. They have a lot to make up on to salvage any sort of trust with their buyers if possible. I feel like with the amount of platforms we can choose from, they're done for. Absolutely. And the crazy thing about StockX is they've even opened it up for returns. Shout out to Carvery of the Has Have Had. He wasn't able to be here tonight, but he tells me to send you all his well wishes, blessings, and happy Thanksgiving to the family. He really wishes he could be here tonight, but salutes to him and the family and everybody else that participates on the panel. Again, if you want to join the panel, let me know. I can always send you all a link and we can just chop it up and have a good time like we always do. But StockX has opened the option to do returns. Now, here's the thing that I want to question about returns with StockX. All the people that StockX has screwed over the years, all the way as far back as I can remember as like 2018, I believe. All of those people that when they got their shoes in, they end up with fake pairs of shoes, and StockX ignored them. So they went to platforms like Twitter and Instagram to try to reach out to StockX, and StockX blocked them on Instagram and Twitter, saying that there was no way that their product could be fake. They didn't want to deal with the bad publicity. A lot of people, even people I personally know, were ignored by StockX. Are they going to be able to go all the way back and get their refund for those fake shoes? What is his name? I forgot his name, but he's a big content creator. It's something Dubernick, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He ended up with a pair of fake Tom Sachs from StockX, and he had them for like a year or two before he realized that they were fake, because he ended up seeing a real pair in hand, an authentic real pair in hand, and it took him a whole lot of conversation back and forth and a whole lot of using his reach, his content reach, his pull, to get them to finally come to some kind of agreement and behind the scenes and switch him out for a real pair. But again, what about the people that don't have that kind of pull, man? What about the people that don't have that kind of pull, i.e., the guy that we interviewed a couple of years back that half of his stock was fake, or almost half of his stock was fake. And I still don't know what happened with him. And maybe I can reach out to him at some point in time to kind of get an update. And I wonder if Nike is also using him, because he had one of the largest stories about receiving fakes. I wonder if he's still going through some kind of litigation and still in court. That would be crazy. That was almost 4 years ago to this date that we interviewed him. But yeah, will any of those people that were wrongfully done and given fake pairs by StockX be able to return those fake pairs? And if so, I think that's really going to do StockX in. Like, I think that will get StockX out of here, and we're going to have to be looking at other places. And then also we're going to have to be questioning a lot of these other places as well. Will Nike go after GOAT next? Because I don't know. Ooh, that's a good question. Will Nike go after GOAT? But does GOAT promise 100% guaranteed authenticity? What is GOAT's, rule as far as authenticity? I haven't checked it, and maybe this whole legal issue between GOAT StockX and Nike kind of scared GOAT to kind of switch that thing up. But I hadn't really paid attention to it because y'all know GOAT pissed me off too, man. goat has really pissed me off. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Official Wild Boy SK said, "Hey, yo, if the turkey dry, you need a new chef." Well, see, I hadn't had turkey in about on Thanksgiving anyway. I hadn't had turkey on Thanksgiving in about 2 or 3 years now. So, um, yeah, I think I don't know, but I think turkey might still be dry. I could be wrong. Has anybody had any non-dry turkey recently? Y'all let me know, man. Put that in the chat. Um, and point me in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Um, Adam said endless amounts of marshmallow covered sweet potatoes, and I'm good. Oh yeah, I can't forget about the pies. I love some pie. I love some pie. What's everybody's top pie? Real quick, what's everybody's top pie if you love pie? Um, if I had to list my top three pies, I like apple pie, I like cherry pie, and I like sweet potato pie. And I kind of like pumpkin pie because pumpkin pie kind of tastes like sweet potato pie if they know what they're doing. I don't know. It could just be me. But I mean, y'all can miss me with that peach cobbler mess. Like peaches aren't supposed to be hot. I'm good on hot peaches, hot ass peaches. I'm good on it. And then I'm good on that pecan pie, man. That's way too much syrup and sugar and diabetes. And I'm straight, man. I'm straight. I'm good, man. But what's your favorite pie? Wrestlehead Meow Meow. I'm thankful for family, my YouTube channel, and good health. Looking forward to stuffing. Amen, man. Preach it, brother. Preach it. Wrestlehead Meow Meow laughing at my puffing response. Marcus Marcus Crown Kicks Stevens. What's good, family, man? What's good, Marcus, man? Glad to have you here, family. Glad to see you. The family is glad to see you. I appreciate you for coming through. Adam said, "That's the thing. None of them can, to be honest. It's all a scam to pull fees from people. It's only a matter of time before authenticity guarantees are done altogether from lawsuit scares." Well, I mean, yeah, we say it can't be done, but scientists, this is how crazy it's got. Scientists have decided to step in and say they found a new way to authenticate shoes. Now, of course, we had the 10-point check system, man. Um, the 10-point check system was basically a box with 10 damn iPhones in it, scanning the shoe and trying to figure out if the shoe was real or fake. The first time we had like a full-fledged content creator review of that box was Harrison Neville, and he kind of showed that. And I mean, even though Harrison was kind of endorsing it, and he kind of found out that a pair of his off-white Jordan 4, the sale colorway was a little bit questionable. I still don't trust that, man. I was still like, I don't know. I don't trust that. But now, if you were skeptical about that, because like some of the fakes are actually, you know, as good looking, key point, don't let that word trip you up. Some of the fakes are as good looking as the authentic pair. Um, in some cases, better made. Now, hey, I'm not advocating for anybody to go out there and buy fakes, but I will say at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want to with your money, man. Don't let me tell you how to run your pockets, man. Don't let me run your pockets. And don't let anybody run your pockets and tell you how to spend your money. I mean, we all need a little affirmation or a little bit of you know, a helping hand every now and then, but hell, don't let nobody tell you what to do. Um, but yeah, they've got this technology where it smells the shoe. Now I think it's another box. You put the shoe in there, and it smells the shoe because apparently a authentic shoe gives off a different smell than a fake shoe, and the only way you can sense it is on a molecular level. Apparently, they're saying it goes way beyond how what we would see, what we would normally see in like those sneaker con videos, you know, with that one legit checker, shimmy ya, I think her name was. And not her, but a lot of those legit checkers were found out to be inconsistent when they created the eBay booth. That's what it was. They were found out to be inconsistent, and a lot of them were being paid off allegedly by people at the events trying to pass fakes. And I've talked about the fact that these events have allowed people with fakes to put up booths and never said anything. I've said how crazy that shit is, but to even go beyond that, to go beyond allowing people in there and ruining the reputation of your con and setting up fake booths, but allowing them to pay these so-called legit checkers to lie for them in order to sell the fake pair is even crazier, which is why one of the biggest reasons why I refuse to go to sneaker cons. Like I'm gonna start doing more what you call it. I'm gonna start doing more vlogging videos, but I refuse to kind of do sneaker con videos until they kind of clean some of those things up. And while we got 10,000 people in the building, speaking of expanding our reach and doing something new, we're currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I'm trying to get my Facebook up to 100 followers. So follow me there so we can stream on Facebook and bring some more people to the family. I'm also trying to stream on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm trying to stream to as many places as possible, but now we are streaming to Spotify. We are podcasting on Spotify so that if you are not able to be here with us, or you are not able to just sit and let your battery burn, running the visuals and the sound on YouTube, you can go back and listen to the podcast on Spotify and show your support over there. So go ahead, follow me on Spotify. It's Homegrown Kicks. I will post the link on my description on all of my videos going forward. I will post the link to the description or the name in the description for this live, as well as my Instagram once the live is over. But yes, look for me, Homegrown Kicks, over on Spotify, where you can just go in, listen, and join the conversation. And then when you come back, you'll have even more to talk about and even more insight and be able to express your views and opinions. So let me give a round of applause for myself for branching out and kind of trying this podcast thing on Spotify. So I would greatly appreciate it if y'all tapped in over there. Now, speaking of tapping in, I got one of the family friends in the background. I know he's, I think, on the way back to the crib. Been working hard all week long, all week, all day, every day. And I appreciate him for taking the time out and jumping up here with your boy and to talk to the family. Man, y'all give a warm welcome to everybody's favorite content creator, or one of everybody's favorite content creators. I will say that. Vlogging with Demetrius. What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Man,
Tired.
not much, man.
I'm but glad to be in the building. Glad to finally be talking without my mouth hurting.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had some teeth pulled, man. So
Yeah.
how was that?
It was a bit traumatizing. Now, so when I got my first tooth pulled out, that was like 3 years ago. I was asleep, so they had to cut into my jaw to get them out.
Yeah.
So this one I was awake and having a dentist pretty much yank them out, and stuck me with a needle 6, 7 times on each side to make sure I was fully numb.
That's yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Nah,
that was
I'm glad I
definitely
don't
an
have to go
experience.
through that right now. But I definitely do need to take a
Okay.
visit to the dentist. Everybody in the chat, man, make sure y'all take a visit to the dentist. Make sure you get your grill right. You don't want to have
That,
that yuck
that,
mouth, man. You don't want to have that stink breath. um, Adam said coconut cream pie for me this year for sure. But sweet potato always for Thanksgiving, but it does taste a lot like pumpkin pie. That's what I'm saying. Hey, okay. I knew I wasn't crazy. Well, I am a little crazy, but I knew I wasn't that crazy. I knew there was a reason why I had trouble distinguishing between pumpkin and sweet potato pie because they kind of
I,
taste alike, man.
I don't know. Maybe me. I can taste the difference between sweet potato and pumpkin.
I mean, I
I
can
guess
taste
it's
the
how people
difference.
prepare it.
I can definitely taste the difference, but it might actually depend on how people prepare it because they both use brown sugar.
Right.
So that might be it. That might be the secret ingredient that had them tasting alike. Because if you put man, if if Nana or G-Ma put a good amount of brown sugar in that pumpkin pie, ooh, man, ain't no stopping. I remember one of my exes. Shout out to her mama. One of my exes' mother used to cook me um sweet potato and pumpkin pie every year. She would give me two. She would give me two of them joints to take home, and I loved her
Mm.
for that. I love you, mama. Hey, you still my mama because you used to hook me up with them pies all the time. I appreciate you for that.
I'm
Dwayne
actually,
Hood said, "Huh?
I'm actually making a sweet potato souffle for
Oh,
Thanksgiving when I
oh,
get home. Man, I gotta get off the road and go home and cook. So I'm definitely gonna be
I'm
worn
pretty
out this
sure
weekend.
I'm pretty sure you can cook, but I don't want no souffle, brother. I don't want no souffle. Souffle has a completely different structure, and I think souffle would remind me of like the whipping on top of a lemon meringue pie. Oh, I like lemon meringue pie too, but I don't like key lime pie. And all this pie
No, but
talking
key
gonna
lime
make me
pie is where
hungry.
it's at, man. Lemon,
Oh
key
no,
lime, sweet potato.
nah,
I heard you talking
nah.
earlier about pecan. I don't eat that.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
yeah, nah. Keep
And
that out of here. Dwayne Hood said, "Hey, Average's friend, man, what's good, Dwayne Hood? Man, I remember you from um Average's stream last night because Average streams late at night. I'm talking about like 12, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, doing NCAA 25. I'll watch, but you won't catch me playing because if I start playing, I'll be up all night. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that." Nitro said, "Hi and hey. If certain people try to get with fake items going, go and tell them to squabble up." No, no, Nitro. No, Sirski. I'm not gonna fight over somebody wanting to buy fake shoes. Let them buy. Let them buy. Now, if they want to try to sell some fake shoes, then I don't advocate for snitching. No Drake, but hey, um, I might snitch. I might snitch if I see somebody trying to sell some fake shoes, man. That's how much I dislike that aspect of fake shoes. Nitro said, "Had my teeth pulled and wisdom teeth pulled out. Was wide awake to get it done. Only bad and good thing for wisdom teeth is eating liquid food."
man, I got tired of Jello. I got tired of ice cream. I got tired of applesauce. Got
Bro,
tired of it all.
who gets tired of Jello? Nobody. Nobody.
There's a first for everything, and I was the first person to be tired of Jello.
Nitro said, for the main Thanksgiving dishes, barbecue, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, For dessert, my family likes fruit salad, pumpkin pie, blueberry pie, and ice cream. Fruit salad. What the hell is that?
You know
I don't know.
how you go to like go to Publix and they got those bowls with uh watermelon, strawberry.
Oh,
That's basically a fruit
okay.
salad.
Now, see, when he said fruit salad, I was thinking of a crazy amalgamation of like the that fruit cake, with a little nasty candy in it.
Hmm.
I was thinking like they was had like some little nasty candies in some lettuce. I was gonna lose my shit. Blueberry pie. I don't think I ever had blue. I've never even seen blueberry pie, and if I have, I've never paid attention to it. Barbecue, barbecue. Okay, okay, and mashed
You know
potatoes.
what though? I
Did you?
I always wondered that. Yeah, I respect that actually. 'Cause, Thanksgiving, most everybody eating the same thing. It's just different variations of the same meal. But having barbecue for Thanksgiving, it actually sounds pretty good.
But you know, people like this. You know what I'm saying? We eat barbecue and mashed potatoes all the time. That's why I'm trying. That's why I was like barbecue and mashed potatoes. And then it just put me right in the mind of what else? Collard greens and and black eyed peas. But I mean, I can see that if you're not a big barbecue eater on a regular, which more than likely we are, I can definitely see how you would want to include barbecue for your Thanksgiving. Nitro said not that fruit cake. Okay, okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get into one of the biggest. Well, no. I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm gonna get to that next. But let me talk about this real quick. So Nike is loved and revered for their famous Gotham screen, and I was telling you about this yesterday, uh, Demetrius. But Nike is world known, world renowned, and world hated for the Gotham screens, or your submission was not selected. Foot
Hmm.
Locker decided to jump into this whole theme. Finally, somebody else decided to copy them, and I knew it was only a matter of time before somebody else would try to recreate it. But now, when you hit on Foot Locker raffles, once you enter the raffle, if you're lucky enough to be drawn for a pair of sneakers, and you confirm your raffle entry, they hit you with all yours. All yours is what you get. Um, Now this is the first time I've seen this, and
Not
I'm
bad.
guessing I'm guessing that this is the first time they're doing it. Now maybe they tried this overseas because a lot of times they do. The Flex app does a lot of market testing in Europe, so they could have done this in Europe already, but it says all yours. The Air Jordan 3 Black Cements, and it says congratulations on being selected. Please claim your new release so you can pick them up. And then it said claim your release. Um, Now in this post, I asked a lot of the family, what did you all think about Foot Locker's slogan compared to Nike's slogan? What did you all think about the look of it? And which one do you think is better? Is it got them or all yours? And I know it's all yours is gonna take some getting used to, because a lot of you all were like, ain't nothing better than the got them. And then um, all yours, a lot of people were saying all yours is gonna sound weird, screaming that out loud. And I kind of agree, but um, like things in life, we get used to some of the weirdest things. So, what you think about this?
I mean, I get it. Because essentially, everybody probably had their own version of this. Like you said, sneakers got the God on screen, the infamous God on screen, and uh, Hibbets has the congratulations with a little confetti.
Right. I love that.
Um,
I love that confetti.
when you hit, it just gives your that W that you earn an extra oomph. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something to make you feel even
Right.
better about hitting on the shoe.
Right.
I like it. So I think eventually other companies will follow suit and have their own version of it.
Okay. Right. Right. Um, Before I get into the rest of these comments, I want to say thank you to everybody that sent a super sticker, super chat, dono to the live last week. It definitely does go back into the channel. I want to thank you all. I greatly appreciate y'all. Hey, honestly, y'all don't understand how much that means to me. The fact that you all support me that much, because I didn't even think that like anybody really cared. And even for people that don't donate, just the fact that you're here does a lot for the channel as well. It means a lot to me. So I wanted to say thank you again. And I'll probably continue to thank everybody that does super chats and donos. Man, there's no end or limit to my appreciation. But Marcus Crown Kick Stevens said the Got 'em spinoff. And with all yours, I mean, you don't necessarily have to say all yours. You can just be like, all mine. You know what I'm saying? All mine. That sounds pretty good, right? That sounds good, right,
Not, I
y'all?
mean
That sounds good.
that sound like Foot Locker snatching your money,
Right.
like they got you.
Jordan 3 black cements. All mine. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hell yeah. So, I mean, if you do it that way, I believe it could rival the guy. Little tight man, what's good, little tight man? You get a double salute, family man. Glad to see you here again. For the first time in a long time. It's been about what 3 weeks almost, man. How is everything out where you are? Um, I know you left the country a while ago. How's everything out there? And I'm glad you are taking the time to tap into Soul Source and showing your boy HG some love. Yo, HG, que la que, papi, my beloved brethren, man. Absolutely, man. Right back at you, man. Doing good, doing good. Nitro said, don't even remember the last raffle entered for Foot Locker. Okay. So for me, I enter Foot Locker every chance I can get when there's a shoe that I want. Because you never know. Sneakers acts funny. I had to delete my sneakers account, so I'm starting fresh with one of my sneakers app accounts. There's zero history on there. So I don't know when the next time I'll wear something off of sneakers app. And I just refuse to buy stuff that I don't want off of sneakers just to gain access to shoes that I really want. I should be able to have a fair opportunity at shoes that I want and not have to buy a bunch of shit that I don't want. So I mean, I guess it is what it is. So I always enter Foot Locker. I enter Hibbets. Hibbets done got real stingy nowadays. Like I remember I used to be able to hit on a lot of stuff with Hibbets, and nowadays they just kind of turning me down. And maybe that's because I refuse to either by their thought process, create a Nike Sneakers app account, or even link my Nike Sneakers app account to Hibbets. I don't want Nike Sneakers knowing every single avenue in which I spend my money and try to win shoes from. So yeah, that ain't gonna never happen. I don't care what kind of special access they offer, even if it was special access for a pair of off-white Chicago's. I'm still not gonna link my accounts because I know at the end of the day I'm not gonna get it. So I don't care. I don't
Nah,
care.
Hibbs was
Nope.
my go-to. Foot Locker, other than Fear 4, the last time I entered a raffle was for those what was it? The red it was the 13s, like the Flint
Right.
13s but red.
Right.
Those, and for years I couldn't even get into my Foot Locker account, no matter
Oh
how many
yeah, that
times
Foot
I
Locker.
tried.
Right. Foot Locker always messes up. It'll log you out at the most inopportune times and won't
Yeah,
allow you to log back in. Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
I
it
just gave
glitches
up
an
on it.
awful lot. Little Titan said, "Got him sounds better." Nitro said, "Then screaming got him. All you're both. They all both sound weird." Marcus Crown Kick Stevens said, "Who even still shops at Foot Locker?" Well, there you go. I do. I got a whole bunch of Foot Locker points. Lil Titan said, "All yours sound fruity as at least as pack as
Alizé.
Alizé as Pac would say. Fruity as Alizé as Pac would say." All yours sounds as fruity as Alizé as Pac would say. JD Sports for certain wins say bad. Really? I don't know when the last time I hit at finish line JD Sports. I don't even know when. I haven't even opened my app in a long time. So yeah, I don't even remember. Do they still have the peel to win at finish line JD Sports? Because I think the reason I stopped using the finish line JD Sports app is because every single time they would have a big release, they would try to say that my IP, I was doing something crooked with my IP, so they would try to IP ban me because their system was jacked up. So I just stopped. I was like, man, I ain't got time to go through this heavy. Nitro said, Marcus Crown Kick Stevens, a lot of people shop at Foot Locker for points, try to use the discount codes. You get discount codes at Foot Locker? Yo. So I'm spending way too much unnecessary money. I'm tripping. Nitro, I used to, but the app is so bad, I don't even bother anymore. Soul Priority
That's
said,
how it was
checking
too.
in,
I
man.
couldn't log in.
Salute to you, Soul Priority, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. Family's glad to see you. So with logging in with the Foot Locker app, I have that issue or had that issue all the time where even if I did type in the correct password, it would always show up as error code 304 or something like that, some kind of error code. But as soon as I back out, and not back out of the app, but as soon as I backed out of trying to look at my releases or my raffle entries, and I tapped the calendar, and then I tapped my profile, it would have me logged in. So I mean, it's almost like that up, down, left, right, back, start, or whatever that code was on Sega Genesis for like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mortal Kombat. It's almost like that, man. You got to jump through hoops just to get it to work right. Speaking of JD Sports, this year Nice Kicks showed up and coming holiday shows. Okay. Marcus Crown Kick Stevens said a lot of people into that other brand of shoes and clothes other Nike and Jordan still. JD Sports has some pretty good like apparel and merch. I will say that, and they have good sales too. Still get EA for Finish Line and JD Sports. A lot of shoes he passes on them. Yeah, we know Nitro. You pass them all Jordan brand, Nike brand stuff, and if it ain't like skate shoes and these other brands that you're trying to shed some light on, you ain't dealing with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Stand on your 2 feet, 10 toes down, firm, man. I respect that. D Mackey, man. Salutes, D Mackey. What's good, man? Hope you're having a great Tuesday leading into Thanksgiving Day weekend. We had just been talking about Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people ended up being hungry after the conversation. We talked about StockX and how they used, say, the kicks in order to kind of, reinforce their claims about StockX. We talked about where we think StockX is headed and what they should do, I talked about what I feel they should do. And now we're talking about how Foot Locker has tried to reinvent the Got 'em screen, and that's what you see here, their version of Got 'em. D Mackey said, "What's good, everyone, man?" So he said, "Salutes to the fam, man. Salutes to you, D Mackey." Now, I talked about that. This is what I really wanted to talk about, man. This is one of the things that excited me the most, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why it excited me as much as I did get excited because I don't really follow basketball like that. But I mean, what can you do? I'm not a huge basketball fan. I'm a homer Simpson, so I ain't dumb. Don't get it twisted. But I'm a homer, man. I represent teams from my home city. That's Atlanta, GA. Peace up, A-Town down, all day, every day. Hot Atlanta, man. Stand up, dirty South in the building. You know what I'm saying? Um, so this one is about Trey Young. Let me pull that up. He says it's about it's about setting the bar for the people that come after. Um, Now I like Trey Young because Trey Young, for as little as I follow basketball, Trey Young is my generation's human highlight reel. Uh, my generation's, version of Dikembe Mutombo. As far as fanfare excitement, I'll say that. Let's not get it misconstrued. I'm not saying he is as great as the human highlight reel or Dikembe Mutombo, but he is my generation's exciting player or most valuable player for the Hawks basketball team, which we hadn't had in a long time. Man, we hadn't had a um, player on our team to build a franchise around in a long time, and a lot of people question whether or not the franchise should be built around him or not. But it is what it is. Trey Young is done with Adidas and has signed to Jordan Brand. Man, y'all check this out. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, hey, man. Hey, man, I am geeked about that. And then in the next slide, hey, Trey need to put a shirt on, man. Hey, I ain't judging, no digging, but Trey need to put a shirt on. This ain't it, brother. But he is donning the black cement threes to solidify his signing with Jordan Brand. Now, um, this is where I always thought Trey Young should have signed. I don't know if when he came out of college, if he didn't sign with Jordan Brand because the offer wasn't there, or if Adidas offered him a more tempting contract. But I always thought that Trey Young should have been a Jordan Brand athlete. I was never a huge fan of the Trey Youngs. I mean, they weren't bad, but they weren't great. They was just in my opinion, man. And I
Kind of
also
curious.
think that, like, huh?
I'm kind of curious if it was a contract expiration and they didn't re-sign him, or they just decide to split amicably.
Maybe. I don't know. Um, I ain't gonna look too much into it because I'm just glad he's where he is. But like, I've never thought that Adidas advertised Trey Young well enough as they should have. Now, Trey Young is not a slouch. For whatever criticism that you all may have about his defensive play, um, he's not a big dude. He was never meant to play defense. He was meant to be Atlanta's version of Steph Curry. Atlanta's downgraded, great value, however you all want to put it, man. Everybody got their opinion. He was supposed to be Atlanta's version of um, Steph Curry, and I mean, to a comparable degree, he kind of is. Now he don't play. Now he definitely does not play to the level of which Steph Curry plays to, but he can definitely drain them threes like Steph Curry. Uh, and that's without question. And if you want to question it, hey, I'm covering my ears. I ain't hearing it. But I'm curious as to see what's going to happen with him, with Jordan Brand in the future. What kind of collabs is he going to get? If he's going to get another signature shoe, um, what his signature shoe is going to look like? Because kind of, sort of, a lot of the Jordan Brand basketball shoes between athletes look the same. So I hope that they do something completely different, especially with Nike trying to build a whole new image with the stepping down of the old CEO. Nike trying to build a whole new image. Nike and Jordan Brand trying to take a whole new different approach. So hopefully he gets a lot of input on a signature shoe that might come out, and hopefully, hey, we might see some Trae Young Jordan 3s, man. Hey, I don't know, man. We might get some ATL
I seen
3s up
Atlanta
in this
Hawk
thing,
colorway.
man. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Hey, we might even get like a 6 or a 1 or hey, yo. So Dominique Wilkins had an Air Jordan 1. It's called the Human Highlight Reel. I've been trying to get me a pair for the longest. Jordan 1s hold up pretty well despite, aging. They hold up better than all the other Jordans with the foam midsoles because it's basically got a rubber midsole. The only thing that usually gives out in a Jordan 1 over time is the air unit. But who cares about that? Jordan 1s ain't never really been comfortable. I just changed out the insole. But Dominique Wilkins had an Atlanta Hawks Human Highlight Reel Air Jordan 1. I need that from Trae Young. I need a Human Highlight Reel version of Trae Young in the Air Jordan 1s. That'll be fire. Or give me an Atlanta Hawks, I ain't going to say 12. Maybe a 14, maybe. I think that'll be straight. That'll be straight. So maybe we'll see Trae Young play in some of these retros on the court. Maybe he'll play in some of the new stuff because I think we're up to what 39 or 40 when it comes to Jordan basketball shoes, and all of them are basketball shoes, people. So just so you know, but I'm super excited. Can't wait to see what's coming in the future with Jordan Brand and one of Atlanta's own athletes. Keeping that Atlanta theme going. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Georgia followers. No, I don't want no Georgia football. I need Georgia followers. Shout out to the UGA football, man. Shout out to UGA.
Yes, sir. We're making the playoffs.
Right, right. Despite what everybody may think, we are definitely making the playoffs. Whether you think we deserve it or not, it is what it is. Let me see. Georgia followers. Is that the right one? No, that ain't the right one. And that's the only problem with trying to find what I'm talking about is it kind of slows things down. Let me see. Messing up my groove here. But anywho, I'll put it like this. Jalen Johnson got a Nike commercial basically where he's in his car being driven by his driver. The Water Boys, the infamous Water Boys of Atlanta, pull up on the car start tapping on the window and trying to sell him some water. His driver goes in on him. It kind of stirs up a little something, and he tells his driver, "Hey, yo, chill." And it ends up being a pretty decent Nike commercial. And the reason why I wanted to show that is because when was the last time that Nike actually did a commercial, an athlete commercial, and a involved athlete commercial at that?
Um, no, I see a few. I can't think of the guy name off the top of my head for the Boston Celtics. Still a few commercials here, but I'm not sure if they Nike or not.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Let me see. No, I don't need that. We don't need to see none of that. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you for the link. Oh, because it's GA followers official. But yeah, here we go. Showing some key spots in Atlanta, Lenox Road, Peachtree. If anybody has ever been to Atlanta, y'all know what Lenox Road leads to. Lenox Mall, Peachtree leads to. Make you feel sometimes. And the infamous water boy.
Back.
Y'all know Atlanta. Y'all know about the water.
Y'all keep running up on the car, and I already told y'all I stay hydrated. Besides, I got to get my boy to the arena, so I'm gonna need you to keep your dirty hands off my car.
Whose car?
Chill, twin.
I'm just trying to understand when it became your car. Hey, don't mind him, y'all. It's my driver.
Oh, he played with the Hawks.
Let me get a case.
Hey, big bro, appreciate you. Hey, good luck tonight, my boy.
Appreciate you.
Hey.
That boy got down.
I'm Jalen Johnson.
I thought we was a team.
Man,
Hey,
everything.
we got water.
All right, so everything about that video is straight Atlanta. From the Hellcat Charger to the water boys to the streets to the lingo, everything about that is straight Atlanta. And it just brings a smile to my face, man. Hey, say what you want, but I feel like with these two things, Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, bringing some energy to the Hawks, some positive energy to the Hawks. Hey, now you might have your opinion about the team and what they have and have not done, but I think this is bringing some positive energy. Nike is doing some really good things, and it just made me feel good, man. It made me feel good on a Tuesday going into Thanksgiving. Hey, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Nitro said, like custom Anna shoes, that shoe surgeon did for Kyrie Irving. Yeah. Mario, man, what's good, man? He said, yo, man, salutes to you, brother, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. The family has missed you, man. Where you been at? Where you been at, Mario? D. Mackey said, Nitro, they was fire. And you know, as far as the commercials, to be honest, I'm gonna say I have to thank Anthony Edwards for commercials like this, because I think Anthony Edwards, how involved he was with Adidas and the Adidas commercials, I honestly think that lit a fire under Nike's ass, along with how well his AE1s are selling. That lit a fire back under Nike's ass to get back to what they used to do. I don't even remember when the last time we saw a movie or theatrical video for Jordan Brand. Not at least anything memorable, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but again, hey, I'm gonna thank Anthony Edwards for this one, because he sparked up a lot of controversy when he was clapping back at some of his naysayers, his critics. So, man, salutes to you, Anthony Edwards, man. I'm gonna chalk this one up to you, man. Salutes to you. If the signature shoe is going to be a copy and paste of the Luka Dunk, how do you say that? Doncic shoe. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, because that's really one of those things that I want to avoid because of the David and Goliath comparison that those two have from the day they've been drafted and the day they were traded between teams and all of that. I hope not. I hope not. That ain't what neither one of those two guys need. Speak for other brands, basketball shoes like Style of Under Armour, Deer Run, Fox Ones. I don't like Under Armour. I'm gonna say it now. I don't like Under Armour. Under Armour has never done any appealing shoe to me. Under Armour basically is still around off the strength of Steph Curry. I don't care what nobody say. Now they make like good athletic wear, but as far as being a staple in the sneaker community, they made their entry off the strength of Steph Curry. So they can thank Steph Curry for that, man. I have not seen one Under Armour shoe that I can remember that was appealing to me. And I try to dive into everything. D Mackey, yes. Anti-Kyrie shoes were fire. D Mackey, I just think Trey's shoes came out under Kanye's umbrella, so it was all a comparison. That might be true. I don't remember. Well, I mean, I've never compared Trae Young's shoes under Adidas to anything that Kanye has done. I just think it was lackluster promotion, lackluster effort. Like some of his themed shoes, yeah, they were like you understood what they were, but they were just like a little too spot on as far as themes, if that kind of makes sense. Like the Polar Bear Icy Trae Youngs. It was spot on. It was like way too. I took my shoe to a customizer and said, "I want a Polar Bear." They just plastered the Polar Bear on there, so you couldn't mistake it for anything else. Like there was nothing to the imagination. Now the Georgia Peach ATL ones, they was alright. They was pretty fire. But like some of his collabs with Adidas were too much, and I think they were for me they were a little corny as well. They were a little corny. Like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the silhouettes, but they weren't terrible. And I believe that like Adidas just did not promote Trae Young as far as like one of their signature athletes in the correct way. And I think they learned a lot from a lot of their other signature athletes and artists. And was able to do something better with Anthony Edwards. And hey, that might even speak to the fact of how good Anthony Edwards is. I mean, Anthony Edwards might have stepped in. Maybe they look for signature athletes to have more of a voice as far as what they do. And maybe Anthony Edwards was more vocal. I think they said he was. I think they said he did have more of a footprint on the designing or the configuration of his shoe, but it is what it is now. Trae Young is with Jordan Brand. Nitro said other two signature lines they focus on are the D Rose, the Dames, and the Don Issue line over Adidas Trae Young brand. That is true. That is true. They did focus on other signature athletes more so and signature influencers. So that might also have been the issue with, Trae Young. He might have kind of fell by the wayside. Lifter Card, formerly known as Sledge X, said, "What's good, HG, man? Salutes to you, Lifter Card. Congratulations on the birth of your baby boy. I sent you a message. I don't know if you ever got it, but shout out to the baby boy, welcoming him to the sneaker family. I know you're going to lace him with a bunch of fire kicks because his shoes are definitely cheaper than yours. And to some degree, more easily obtainable. So I mean, I can't wait to see some of them photos with Lifter Card Jr. rocking some of them 5 kicks, man. We need some on feet pics, man. We definitely need some on feet pics. Now, right, right. Getting into the next thing, let's see. Transitioning, not necessarily outside of the theme, but getting away from the person and staying within the city, that be the city of Atlanta. Over the weekend, Lil Yachty popped out and released through Wish ATL his Concrete Boy Air Force Ones. Now these, he released them on his website, along with some brand merch, as you can see down here. And speaking of Wish ATL, shout out to Retro Rick from Retro Rick and Maddie's Kicks. He was literally risking life and limb to tap back in with the community and get pairs for people who might have been looking for them. He was out there, man. He was out there. I think a week removed from his surgery. That's dedication. I don't know if that's crazy or if that's dedication, but Lil Yachty was out doing autographs because he's from Atlanta. If you didn't know, now you know. But he's from Atlanta and he was out doing autographs and there for his. Wait now, hold on. I almost slipped. He up there playing his music. I can't get copyright strike for his music.
That music.
Right. I hope I caught it in time. Now y'all just gonna have to watch him doing his thing. And what did that say? What he signed? It's a what? I don't. But as far as the worldwide release for the Concrete Boy Air Force Ones, they are set to release December 2nd on the Nike Sneakers app, BSTN, Foot Patrol, and anywhere else that might be listed in the coming days. But for right now, those are the 3 main sources of sneaker shopping that I know of that have the Air Force Ones. And if I can find out anything else, be sure to tune in to any of my social media sites and I will list them there. Now, speaking of releases, we got the release of the Black Cement 3. And of course, not to my surprise, they are still sitting. And not to say that sitting is a bad thing, but it is what it is. And a lot of people talked about how bad the quality control is with the Black Cement 3s. But hey, at least you did not get a bullet with your pair of Black Cement 3s. And I don't know how many of you all actually saw what I was talking about.
What?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. But a guy actually went into, let me see if I can find it here. A guy actually went into the store, purchased a pair of Black Cement 3s I don't think he checked them. I don't know if he checked them before he left the store, after he paid. It was definitely after he paid. But I don't know if he checked them after, before he left the store or after he left the store when he got in the car. But he found a slug inside the sole of his black cement threes. And as you can see, the box has the hole from the slug, and in his hand is the actual bullet. I don't know what the hell went on here, but the one thing that I can guess is somebody was trying to do the usual money heist, rob a truck for black cement threes, and was shooting at the truck. I thought we were done doing this, people. I thought we were done doing this and that we were moving on to something better, especially for a mass release like this. You ain't gotta, but I guess people will do anything for the dollar. Oh gosh, this just bothers me in the worst way. And I don't even know how to. Well, there is no justifying this. There is no justifying this in any form, shape, or fashion. But if you thought that was crazy, I'm gonna move on to something crazy and a positive note dealing with the black cement threes. Now, I found this over on Reddit from a sneaker collector in the Philippines. So this is one of my Reddit profiles. This is my community profile called Sneaker Soul. Of course, my personal Reddit profile is Homegrown Kicks, but I was flipping through Reddit and I saw this post right here. Let me see if it's still there. That's some of the other conversations. What is that? Oh, let me see. No, don't show my chats now. Let me see. Let me go back. Man.
I wonder what the guy did with the bullet.
If I was him, I would have kept it. I would have kept it just to have something to talk about.
Man, that's crazy. First the shoes get mold, now they come with bullets.
What is it? Oh my goodness, I can't believe Reddit is gonna do this to me today. Oh, right here. Okay. All right. So, over in the Philippines, apparently, when you buy a pair of black cement threes, you get this dope ass Jordan card. This gold Jordan card. And I want that. It says cemented legacy. Let me see if I can read it. The perfect talent of sophistication and style. The Air Jordan 3 black cement first hit the shelves in 1988 and something or another that I cannot. Oh, wait, I can make it big. Okay, in 1988 and instantly became legendary in its own right. It was a revolutionary footwear that only amplified the aura of a young Mike entering his peak. From the soft, full-grain leather upper to its mid-cut height to the visible air unit in the heel and even the elephant print that would eventually become one of the most iconic elements in Jumpman's lineage, it set a bold standard in tech and style that resonates even to this day. Since then till now, this is money and you'll still gotta have it. So yeah, that's just a dope ass for the love of the game Air Jordan 3, I guess, commemorative card from a store called Titan, but you can only get it in the Philippines. And y'all know I like to spend my money on crazy stuff. It even comes with the purchase even comes with the, I guess, little incense pods for the shoes and some drop front boxes. What? And when I tried
They
to, like,
going all out.
right. So I messaged the dude and was like, can you get another card? I'm willing to pay for the card, I'm willing to pay for the shipping, and I'm willing to pay for your time. The guy was like, well, unfortunately, you have to buy the shoe in order to get the card. And I'm not able to do that at this current moment in time. But he gave me the app. I downloaded the app, and they only ship within the Philippines. Like, and when I did the conversion rate over in the Philippines, these black cement threes are only $190.
Oh wow!
They're only $190.
And you get all that extra.
Right. I'm like, yo, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And why are we allowing ourselves to be ripped off? The black cement threes over in the US are $220 retail. And then with tax, they come out, I think with like tax, and you get free shipping, they come out to $237. If you live in a state that doesn't have tax, then it's just $220. Congratulations to you. I don't care because my state has taxes, but $237. Hey man. Now,
And those are drop front.
right. That's a drop front. That is a buildable drop front. Now,
Man, Jordan Brand just ripping us off.
right. Now, before I lose my cool and start to get real rude, man, I think it's time for a honey bun break, man. Don't forget, it's all about honey buns over here on Soul Source and the Homegrown Kicks channel, man. Honey buns will bring a smile to anybody's face, any bad mood. It'll brighten it up, man. Get your honey buns at Walmart, Kroger, and any of your local grocers, man. Look, I need that sponsor, baby, because I love me some doggone honey, man. And
Right.
honey buns,
I gotta jump off, bro. I gotta call the missus before I go to sleep.
All right, man. All right, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Family, say thank you to Vlogging with Demetrius, man. Give him a round of applause. We'll see you next time, man.
All right, fam. All right, chat.
Boom, man. What's better than a honey bun for Thanksgiving, man? Come on, tell me. Show me what's better. Let me look. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Now, when I talk about the black cement threes, I did go for a pair of black cement threes. I was not able to hit on any of the raffles. My Foot Locker raffle, I actually missed the confirmation time, but because they are sitting everywhere, I was able to, on release day, pick up a pair of black cement threes on the site, and they had them shipped to me on Monday. So shout out to Hibbett Sports for the quick, fast, and in a hurry shipping. Saturday is when I ordered them. Monday is when I got them in hand. I would have showed them to you here on this live, but unfortunately, I had a QC issue. They had to go back. And but I did do a video for you all. So 2 videos are coming about the black cement threes. Be on the lookout for that. I just got caught up and got busy. Otherwise, it would have dropped today. But be on the lookout for that. Y'all leave y'all comments, share, so that other people can join the family, subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that like button if you haven't already, man. What are you doing? Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're ghost watching, subscribe. And man, come on, get in the chat, man. The family is friendly. Don't be afraid, man. We gonna welcome you in. But yeah, I sent them bad boys back, and I'll probably get another pair sometime later on down the line, but just not right now. The next thing that I want to talk about, and let me pull it up really quickly, is let me see if they're up here. Let's get out of it. Let's see. We're gonna bring that up, and then we are going to leave up out of here. We're gonna go back here, and we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna talk about the Kobe Air Force Ones. And I want to know what you all's thoughts and opinions are for the Kobe Air Force Ones. They are set to release December 6th. So right after, what is it? Right after the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks, and what is supposed to release on the 2nd? I was just talking about that. But, and we'll talk about the Jumpman Jacks in just a minute, man. But I mean, nobody is really surprised with the outcome. But the Nike Air Force One Kobe's, now these are not exactly what you were used to seeing in the OG Air Force One Kobe's, because the OG Air Force One Kobe's, the all whites had yellow and hits of purple. But we get two pair. We get a white pair, we get a black pair, and we get a special box. Are they numbered? The black pair is numbered up to 8,000. So it's only 8,000 pairs of the black pair. And is it 8,000 of the white pair too? Is it 8,000 in total? Official images of the up-and-coming Kobe Bryant Nike Air Force One Low Retro Quick Strike Black Varsity Maze reveals this pair is limited to 8,000 pairs. As far as the white, they will be a general release. Okay, so the black pair is limited, and for a good reason too. Because in my opinion, they ugly. They have they're all black with air and the outsole yellow. They got a black Nike Mamba tag on the tongue. On the heel tab, you got the Mamba logo on the right shoe, and you got the 8 on the left shoe. And then you got a yellow Nike swoosh with a purple backing behind it. And then the entire upper of the shoe is basically embroidered with the Mamba logo. And to me, that is just hideous. I prefer the white pair over the black pair. The white pair is a little more simple. It's your basic Air Force One, yellow outsole. The back tabs are the same as the black pair. The swooshes is the same as the black pair. But on the heel counter, you have just that one Mamba logo. I've always said there's beauty in simplicity, and I definitely think that it applies to the Air Force One in this situation right here. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to the Air Force Ones, they've been making them oversized. So I know for me, I'm generally a size 10, but when it comes to an Air Force One, I can go all the way down to a size 9. I don't know why they changed up the way Air Force Ones fit, but it is what it is. I mean, so, just keep that in mind. Air Force Ones fit big. If you decide to go after this, at least go down half a size. Keep that in mind. Be prepared to go down half a size. That way, you won't have to go through the heartache of having a shoe that's too big and something that you might as well have to send back. But in your opinion, which one is better? The all whites or the black pair? Y'all let me know down in the comments. Now, here's one that really blew my mind. Blew my mind and threw me off. And I kind of switched over to it on accident, but We're gonna get into it. Look at this. Now, what we're witnessing, let me turn the sound off. What we're witnessing right here, the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe that has the removed wings logo that says just Air Jordan, that was supposed to release this year, that got pushed back to 2025. We're already seeing pairs of the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe in the outlets. That is crazy. This is, I don't know if this is showing the temperature of the Air Jordan 1 Black Toes or what. I don't know if it's a combination of how many are actually out there that have been produced, or, you know, if people just ain't rocking with the Jordan 1 Black Toe. But for them to be not only technically early, but in the outlets is nuts. Let me see. They're on StockX, they're calling it the reimagined. Ooh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. God almighty darn. So let me see. Let me go to StockX. So right now, StockX in my size 10, you can get an Air Jordan 1 reimagined Black Toe with the special box and all for $195. That's basically retail, isn't it? I think they said that, like, was this the one that they said the retail was supposed to be like 200, 220, or is it the 85 bread that they're saying is supposed to be between 220 to 250? But that's not bad. In a size 8, they're going for between 174 to 166. Let me see if I can get it to come down a little bit. I can never get it to show. 199 in the size 11 and a half. No, I'm not finna place no bid. 188 in the size 12. So basically nobody wants these. What is going on with the Black Toe bread? I mean, not Black Toe breads. I mean, the Black Toe Jordan 1. I want them. I absolutely want them. But apparently nobody wants them, man. And let me see. Little Titan said it's because of the economy. That very well could be, but you got people going after the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks that released today. Speaking of releases, the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks released today. I didn't need to enter the Travis Scott website raffle because I knew that was a no-go. But the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks released today. How many people actually hit? I want to know how many people actually hit. There was some other tier 0 stores that were doing raffle releases as well. I'm waiting on Foot Patrol, I think it is, to give me my L. But the Jumpman Jacks released at $200 retail. And I think they're going for around $300 resale. The Mocha pair. Let me see. Let me look. Jumpman Jack. Okay. Right here. Jumpman Jack Travis Scott. Oh, smokes. The one that everybody said was ugly, that a lot of people said it's ugly and don't like. In a size 12, they're going for $425. In a size 10, they're going for $397. And basically, after taxes and fees, you're in the $400 price range. I like this shoe. I like the Jumpman Jack in general. And I have not seen a colorway yet that I don't like. We asked for something different. And this is different. Excuse me, whether you agree with it or not. But I'm actually a fan of this, and I like it. For $400, I don't like it $400. Maybe if I could get this, fees included, taxes, fees included for maybe $300, I would be good with it. I think the most I would probably attempt to pay is like $325, somewhere around there. But anything more than that, yeah, I don't even want to touch 400. What y'all think? I mean, like, what would you all pay for the Mocha Jumpman Jacks? Lil Titan said some people are getting smarter with their money. Look at them black cement threes. Hold on, let me take a look at the black cement threes then. Let's see. And I'm glad, to be honest, I'm glad that people are starting to kill the sneaker market. It needs to happen. It definitely needs. Ooh, wow. Okay, so the 2024 Black Cement threes in a size 10 on StockX is $195. The last sale was $195. Yeah, so the average is between the lowest sale was $190 and the highest sale was $196. Around release day time. Did somebody pay $200 or something for these? Wow, somebody paid $279 for these. Ooh, I know they hurt. I know they are hurting right now because let me see. November 26th, which was today. Really? November 26th, and they're readily available. November 26th, somebody paid $279 at 3:24 p.m. And if you add taxes and fees in that, they might as well they paid around like 320, 330-ish. And then as the day drew on, it just dropped down to like 190 at its lowest. And it kind of picked back up at 195, but to pay $300 for the black cement threes is crazy. Yeah, I know they hurting. Now, another release, we got the shot drop of the Legend Blues or the Colombians today. That was another thing. Now, I didn't even know that they were shot dropping today. So that was actually a shock to me. Vlogging with Demetrius had to tell me about that because I was out of the loop, unaware, completely oblivious. How many people actually hit on the shot drop? Because the shot drop was around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My time. I don't know what that is, Mountain or Central Time, or what 2 p.m. West Coast time would be 11 o'clock. No. 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, 11 o'clock West Coast time for people on the West Coast. But yeah, the Legend Blues shot dropped. That's pretty cool. I know that they're going to be readily available. I believe this is going to be in the million release range per usual, as it is every single time they do a Jordan 11. Would I have liked to have gotten them early to be able to do kind of like an early review for you all? Absolutely. Am I looking forward to this shoe? Absolutely. Is this a double up worthy shoe? Absolutely. Why is it a double up worthy shoe? Because when you wear this one, I don't know if you all have seen what the what worn pairs of Legend Blues look like, but they yellow something vicious, man. They yellow something vicious. It is not pretty. Speaking of the Legend Blues and talking about like crazy things, I don't know how many of you all are aware, but last week some individuals were caught with $200,000 worth of stolen sneakers from a train. We still robbing trains, man. We still robbing them trains, fam. What are we doing? What are we doing? Containing the Legend Blues. They had Sawzall, I guess. I don't know what the word they were using that Sawzall for. They had the bolt cutters, of course, to cut the bolt. They used a U-Haul. That's the crazy thing about it. Those are the boxes, the Nike boxes. Whoever the police, they took the shoe out of the box to show what it was for evidence purposes. Those are the individuals. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 visible idiots. They should have showed their faces. Trying to steal Legend Blues. It ain't never that serious. It ain't never that serious. We got to do better. We got to find a better way to make money and to get things moving. That's just freaking crazy right there. I don't. Now that is basically everything that. Let me see. Let's see. Lil Titan said that's 11 mountain time. Lil Titan said, I'm thinking about getting them blues, but got too many sneakers. I mean, as far as too many sneakers, I haven't really picked up very many sneakers this year. I can count on one hand how many sneakers I've picked up. And I'm proud of myself because I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. And I'm going to try to shoot for that next year, even though with all of the drops next year, I don't think that might be possible. I just hope I can hold strong. And I just hope I was able to save enough money this year in order to support the nasty, nasty habit that's going to be going down next year. Somebody snitched. They did. Thief number 6 wasn't happy. Oh, one more thing. Well, 2 more things, as a matter of fact. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I wanted to know what you all thought about these. So, Dion gave us a sneak peek of the Diamond Turf 96s. And I don't care what nobody say. I love the Diamond Turf 96s. They fire. They deserve some respect. Put some respect on their name.
I'm showing you this because I love y'all like this and I trust y'all.
Watch this real quick, y'all.
Check this out. Fire. Fire.
He's throwing some Diamond Turf cleats.
Probably planning these this weekend.
The 96 white and gold Diamond Turf cleat.
Can handle this, but because I love y'all.
Woo! The ATL Diamond Turfs. Not the 49ers. I get so sick of people saying the 49ers.
I'm gonna show you one more thing. But you gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody. No, you gotta go, because I know you gonna tell everybody. You can't hold water. I know I'm looking at you and you laugh right now because you know I'm telling you can't hold water. Okay. I'm gonna show you. I need y'all help. I need y'all to blow Nike up. I mean, blow them up and tell them these must come out. I need your help. Where should they go? At Nike?
Nike US Football, Nike, blow them all up.
Y'all heard Prime.
The white on white.
Woo! Got the white on white Diamond Turf 96.
These are the white on white.
These are crazy.
With a little gold. Cause I'm bold.
With a little gold because he's
Guys.
gold. Now, I mean, people have their mixed opinions and mixed reviews on the Diamond Turf. I'm sorry I had a little rant moment in between this video, but they've got this labeled as the Nike Air Diamond Turf 49ers. It is not the 49ers colorway. It is the Atlanta Falcons colorway. Put some respect on my city's name. Get out of here with that crap. Maybe I should type that in the chat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that. It's not the 49ers. It's the Falcons Come on now. Exclamation point. But yeah, that I hate when I see, I hate when I see people do that. But yeah, the white on whites is crazy. Definitely a bold look. And then the other thing that I wanted you all to see, where is it? Where is it? Yeezy Pods, man. We'll talk about that next time. Is these right here. The Rookie of the Year Air Jordan 1 lows. Now, if you remember, the Rookie of the Years dropped, the highs dropped back in like 2018, 2019, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. And now in 2024, they're deciding to do a low. Now, in my opinion, these ain't it. These ain't it. Not everything popular deserves a low. It took a while for the Rookie of the Year highs to catch on, but when they did, they haven't reached shattered backboard status, and they haven't reached some of the other Jordan 1 high statuses, but they're definitely respected in their own right. No, no, this not for me. How many of y'all fooling with an Air Jordan 1 low Rookie of the Year? It doesn't even have like the flaps. I guess the lower eyelets, they put the flaps on there, but I'm good on that. I am really, really good on that. Lil Tight said classic for the Diamond Turfs. Adam said definitely had a good year too. 6 Jordans, 2 Sauconys, 2 Tims, and that's it so far. Man, salutes to everybody that was able to hold out, hold strong, and be smart with their sneaker purchases this year, man. I know it feels good, man. I know it feels good, especially after the previous years. Some of these releases I'm glad I wasn't able to hit on that I missed out on. I feel good, man. Salute to the penny pinchers and the pocket saving boys, man. Salutes to the Red Double Cup family. Hey, I almost forgot. The drink of choice is a little bit of orange juice and Tito's. I think it's called, I don't know what it's called. I'm not even going to act like I know what it's called, but that's what we sipping on today. You get a little bit of citrus taste with a little bit of smoothness of that Tito's, man. Salutes and enjoy. And also, suggest over on homegrown_kicks my IG any drinks that you want to see me sip and taste test, man. It's always a good time. Lil Titan said, Papa Smurf. Average said, trash. I'm with you on that. Hey, wait a minute. I thought we weren't supposed to be using the word trash around here, man. I thought that was a no-go in the future of the streetwear world. I thought we were supposed to say, not my taste. But with that being said, we're going to get ready to sign out. Like I said, we are now moving over into another section of podcasting with Spotify. So all the lives will be available for you to go back and listen to on Spotify. So go ahead and follow me over on Spotify. Follow me on all of my social media accounts, Facebook. All of it is Homegrown Kicks. I'm definitely trying to grow my Facebook, so please go ahead and head over there. I'm also on Blue Sky now. What else? Instagram, Homegrown_Kicks. X, Homegrown Kicks. Of course, the YouTube, Homegrown Kicks, where you all can find us and join us over here on Soul Source. Make sure you tap in every Tuesday night for that. Again, Spotify. If you weren't able to tap in and you want to hear the playback without burning the battery a little bit because of the video portion of it, hey, head over to Spotify. That's the new digs, man. I'm not even finna get into what Average is talking about. We ain't even finna pop that up. Family, don't look at it because Average don't know what he's talking about. Anywho, yeah, catch me on all of those social media accounts. I'm dropping videos hopefully tomorrow. I will definitely be working not in the dead of the night, but early in the morning, trying to get those videos dropped about the Black Cement 3 so you all can see the differences between the 2018 and the 2024 pair, as well as get a sizing guide. But I already did a sizing guide, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. Y'all are killing that. I think it's at like 1.3K views. So go ahead and check that out, as well as the quality control video that I'm gonna drop. Stay tapped in. Again, appreciate you all. Thank you to everybody that donated to the live. I appreciate you all more than you can know. It goes right back into the channel, trying to improve the equipment and everything else in between, because I got to get new lights and all that other kind of stuff that are equipment, soundboards, things like that. I hope you all enjoyed what you all were visually seeing and what you all were listening to. Man, hey, I'm just trying to pass along some positive vibes and some good information.
Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you
I love that. I got to hit that at least once alive. And salute to the family for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. I can't say that enough. Until next time, I cannot leave y'all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. That will end tonight's Soul Source, your number one source for sneaker content, streetwear news and everything else in general. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Good night. Double salutes. See y'all next week. Boom.